Have you ever tried to play your copy of Nightmare on Elm Street on your Nintendo and find that it doesn't work, and you're not fortunate enough to own one of these? Well, then you are a perfect candidate for one of these. The FC Twin. That's what we're going to talk about today. It replaces this, it's like that, and plays that, but looks like that. Fucking amazing. The FC Twin. One of the few complaints about the FC Twin is compatibility issues with a certain few games. And those games typically have special graphics chips, and otherwise they typically do work very well with minimal sound differences or a graphical. But it's not going to affect your day in playing your retro games. But games such as Doom, even though it's got this kick-ass red cartridge, supposedly don't work because it has the FX chip. Well, it plays just fine, and I'll show you that later. But then you got your NES games that won't work, like Castlevania 3. That's pretty notorious, but that plays just fine. Played that the other day. Mega Man X2 has a special graphics chip. Plays fine. Don't know where people get this shit. Other than those special graphics chips, all the other games play flawlessly. Like your Ogre Battles and your Final Fantasy 3s. They all work just flawlessly. Almost even better than a Nintendo console. Because it's new and not all shitty. Now the FC Twin is also plagued with these same compatibility problems, but again, no issues. I've played all the same games on it, works just fine. Except for the controller, that's the only reason I will not play Super Nintendo on it. I'll play Genesis or NES, but the controller is special on this, besides the cord. As you can see, A, B, and X, Y. They're in strange locations for Super Nintendo. And you'd think, oh, it shouldn't make a difference. I'm sure the buttons would still work. Where B is still A and A is still B. No. It is mapped how it is mapped. And you will be confused tirelessly on this with every game you play. And you will not want to play Super Nintendo on this. But with Genesis, it's fucking fantastic. And with NES, the buttons are reversed, but these top two buttons act as a turbo. So that thing that the FC3 does very, very well, flawlessly, is Sega Genesis. Now, it begs the question, if it can do Sega Genesis so well, where's my Sega CD attachment? Oh, don't got it. That'd be kick-ass. And why not have 32X? That would be fucking cool. Look at that. That's amazing. Being able to play my 32X games. Hell yeah. But no, you can't. You're fucking stupid. And why not have Sega Master and Nintendo 64? That would be fucking awesome. But no, they don't. That would be phenomenal. Fill up each cartridge slot with a different copy of Doom. Oh my god, look at that. Doom. 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 Fucking awesome. That's what happens when you collect too many fucking copies of Doom. You gotta find out how many fucking ways you can play it. Overall, good system. Even for more than just Genesis. The console selector switch works very well. I like it a lot better than on the FC Twin. It just has the power button select. There's something I just don't like about clicking it up, and then there's that little surge of power going to my battery backup Super Nintendo games. It just makes me uncomfortable having to do that every time, so I will not leave more than one cartridge in there at a time. Overall, they're both really good, especially the FC3 for Genesis. But Tell me that doesn't look just fucking awesome. It looks so beautiful. Especially with that Doom cartridge in there. Kick ass. Well, instead of just fucking talking about it, we're actually gonna play it. Let's check it out. Doom on FC Twin. Oh, forgot to plug in the power adapter. Ah, that's the ticket. Oh, doesn't want to work. Still nothing. Ah, there she goes. What a bitch. Some of these games you still gotta blow on pretty good. Doesn't matter if it's a new system or not. Look at that. Fucking Doom. Oh, yeah. Plays flawlessly. Amazing. Who would have guessed? Yeah. But we're not going to talk about it too much because, you know, you can see that it works. We all know it's a shitty game. So one other thing people tend to bitch about with these FCs is the fact that it's kind of a bitch to get the games in and out. That is true at first, but it does loosen up over time. But a tight connection is a good connection, and that's what's most important. And it does loosen up over time, which is a good thing for yourself. But I was able to get that ogre battle in pretty easily. I can take it out. You're gonna need the two hands, just to brace the console anyway. You need that with this mini. You can't take it out one-handed. Oh, I guess you can. It is even better, I guess. Well, that's Nintendo for you. And then on a regular Nintendo, okay, never mind. It's better. Alright, it's just better with Nintendo. I shouldn't have led you on there. It's still pretty fucking good. But with NES, it's about the same as their normal one. You still have to put your hand on it. You know, here's a top loader. That's even harder to get in there. And you're gonna need to put your hand down to brace that thing because it's so light and small. Overall, pretty fucking awesome. Anyway, if you've had bad experiences with these, always breaking on you, especially that right there. Actually, that wouldn't matter because it's not going to play on your FC3 anyway. But if you've had bad experiences with these consoles breaking on you, I highly recommend buying an FC Twin. It's going to set you back about 40 bucks. But it plays more than one system, and it works flawlessly. Highly recommend it if you're into playing Super Nintendo and NES games. The FC3 is going to cost about $10 more, but hey, you get a Genesis right on there for 10 extra bucks. You can't beat that. So, overall, buy it. Great system.